An all around superstar at his position can do it all from technique, flashy plays, and rising to the occasion in the biggest of moments. And according to Business Insider, September 10th was paid nearly $30 million for his talents. No, I'm not talking about LeBron James, Lionel Messi, or Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about Tyler Blevins, the international video game streaming mogul known as Ninja. The video game streaming industry has been on a steady rise, and unlike most businesses and industries in the pandemic, the streaming and video game industry alike has experienced an unprecedented boom. The Washington Post on May 12th detailed that Microsoft reported a 130% increase in multiplayer engagement. The recipe for recent success has been simple. With more and more people confined to their living space, means people searching for new forms of entertainment. Gaming and streaming have taken full advantage and don't look to be losing steam anytime soon. Today, I will discuss the lucrativity, appeal, and fascination around the video game streaming industry and the streamers that attract millions of viewers each week. First, I will tell you about the entertainers, personalities, and esport athletes, the streamers themselves, and the 7-digit contracts that are increasingly becoming the norm in the industry. Next, I will discuss the demographics of the video game streaming industry. Who, where, and why are all these people watching? Lastly, I will talk about how the tech giants are monetizing the industry and making money hand over foot. Before we get into numbers and dollar signs, let's talk about the stars in the industries, the streamers themselves. If you are under the age of 15, there's almost no doubt you have heard of the name Ninja. And no, I'm not talking about the martial art warriors dressed in all black. So, let me introduce you to the world of streamers. The beauty of streaming is anyone can do it, from 10-year-olds all the way up to those inching their way to their last breath. This is evident by the variety in all forms of demographics of streamers on the Amazon owned video streaming platform called Twitch. You, as a viewer, have the ability to support a streamer with no viewers or one with over 100,000 concurrent viewers. The streamers who are able to garner 5-figure or even 6-figure numbers of viewers day in and day out are exemplifying their value to the platforms they stream on, such as Twitch, YouTube Gaming, and Facebook Gaming. The streaming industry is slowly evolving into its adolescent years, with some facets of the industry already staples and new trends finding a permanent home. A recent trend that is surely here to stay is the offering of contracts to streamers to stream exclusively on one platform and one platform only. Ninja, the first to trailblaze many paths in the gaming and streaming industry, made headlines when he was offered by Mixer, Microsoft's failed streaming platform, in August to leave Twitch and attempt to bring his community of followers to a new platform. Business Insider on September 10th writes that this would be a precedent-setting deal with many other big-time streamers in the following months and year inking contracts of their own with their respective platforms, all over 6 digits. Hearing the lucrativeness surrounding these streamers, you may be asking, who are these tens of thousands of people watching them? The demographics of the video game streaming industry differ drastically from those of, let's say, cable networks like ABC. 2019 survey found that 60% of U.S. respondents watch TV less in favor of gaming, and the same was true for 66% of Chinese respondents, according to Ask Wonder. According to WeForum, data from Streamlabs shows that platforms like Twitch, YouTube Gaming, and Facebook Gaming have experienced a surge in growth during the pandemic, with around a 20% increase in usage hours reported across services. Moreover, according to Ask Wonder, 50% of millennials pay for both a game service and a video game streaming service, and that number is even higher among Gen Zers. In the same report, Ask Wonder details that on average, millennials consumers take in over 3 hours of video game streaming content weekly. In addition, 54% of the market is men, with women occupying the other 46% of the market. But young white males dominate the Western video game audience for the Twitch platform. Now that you have an understanding of what type of person consumes a form of entertainment known as video game streaming, let's take you to my last point, the platforms themselves. Unfortunately, many people are quick to judge the amounts of money people who simply play video games for a living are receiving for their talents. But I beg society not to pass blame on the proletariat, but rather the big brother who looks to be making tenfold of what he is giving out. Twitch boasted a staggering 2018 statistic, according to Ask Wonder June 20th, that gamers watched 9.36 billion hours of gameplay on Twitch, a 25% year over year increase in viewership. Acquired by Amazon in 2014, bidding war with Google for $1 billion in cash. Just 4 years later, it has valued at just under $4 billion in 2019, according to Investopedia. In addition, that same report by Ask Wonder states that an average of 15 million viewers tune into Twitch each day to watch, host, and cheer on live streams. YouTube Gaming and Twitch, these industry titans have generate money three ways. One, you have integrated advertisement within a stream and on the sidebars of the website. Next, you have virtual donations via in-app currencies. For example, on Twitch, you have donations called cheering bits. Twitch CEO Emmett Shear in Investopedia December 4th states that cheering bits is like getting a crowd wave during a sports game. Moreover, Twitch gives a streamer 1% per bit. And lastly, you have subscriptions, where a viewer can support their favorite streamer by paying a flat membership fee for 30 days in exchange to become part of a community and be privy to subscriber-only exclusives. A subscription at Twitch costs $4.99 for 30 days, with Twitch retaining just under half of that money, according to Investopedia. Thus, the video game streaming industry is here to stay and continue to garner a larger and larger audience, especially as time goes on. With more and more kids subscribing to the lures of the virtual world rather than those of the natural world, it's only fitting that this industry is on track to continue its boom. In main part, I discussed three things that allow Twitch and YouTube gaming alike to entertain millions of people every day. First, I discussed who the faces of these companies are, the streamers themselves. Then I talked about who's consuming this form of entertainment, the demographic of the average viewer. And lastly, I discussed the monetization of these platforms by tech giants like Google and Amazon. Thank you.